I'm Paul Aronstein. I'm the Application Scientist here at easyXAFS. The Brimstone spectrometer is an XES or X-ray emission spectroscopy spectrometer that focuses on what's called tender X-rays, or X-rays that are between around 2 and 5 keV. The really important thing about this is that it is able to access information for sulfur and phosphorus, which are difficult to access with almost any other technique. Most of the other techniques that do this require a lot of sample preparation and are quite tedious in that process. They also are often indirect measurements. The Brimstone is able to perform oxidation state analysis of sulfur directly. And so we're able to actually approach information about what is the chemical bonding around the sulfur atom. So the Brimstone is actually a fully enclosed spectrometer. And when you're measuring down at the energies of sulfur, you actually can't measure in an ambient air environment. So the Brimstone requires a helium fill, which is actually one of the important things of the instrument itself. The Brimstone spectrometer has removable and swappable sample wheels that hold a multitude of samples. Often on these sample wheels, you'll have not only your samples, but you'll have your reference standards. They are mounted with a simple kinematic mount. It's very easy to swap in and out. So the great part is that most of your samples, you're just going to mount them directly onto the sample arms on the sample wheel. We often will use a double-sided Kapton tape for this. And then it's just as simple as putting it in the instrument and getting going. So to set up an experiment on the Brimstone, it's actually relatively simple. Once you have your samples prepared and you're set up, calibration of the motors takes a couple of minutes tops. Once you've gone ahead and calibrated all of your motors and you've aligned everything inside of the instrument, you can shut the door, and the longest period of time here is going to be your helium fill. We recommend about 30 minutes to fill with helium to make sure you fully purge the air. After that point, you're ready to begin collecting data. Once a sample is in there, you've performed your helium flush, and you're ready to begin measurements, samples can be measured relatively quickly. An average exposure time is around 1 to 2 minutes to collect one complete XES spectra. You'll of course want to collect numerous spectra, and so often we'll set this to just repeat until we've collected enough to achieve the data quality that you're looking for. Some of this of course is dependent on your sample, how the quality of your sample, as well as what is, again, your research question you're trying to achieve. The process for purchasing an instrument is actually pretty simple with us. We produce all of our spectrometers here in the Pacific Northwest in our facility, and we perform all of the testing here in our own facility. One of the things that's really important to us as a company is making sure that we deliver an instrument that actually meets your needs. We'll have a set of conversations with them to learn a little bit more about what they want to do, what are their research goals, and make sure that it fits. We do a wide swath of testing in-house to ensure the quality of the instrument as well as the quality of every component that we've provided with the instrument. With every single instrument purchase, we provide a full training for the staff. So once an instrument has arrived at its destination, we will come out, we will fully set up the instrument for use, and then we will provide a full day of training, sometimes 2 days of training, depending on the needs of our users. In addition to that, we also provide remote support, easyXAFS, XAFS every day in every lab.